Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the F1 2021 My Team Career Mode. Season 3, Episode 10. We're in Hungary this time, hoping for a much better performance than we got at Silverstone, a track where we've had decent performances in the first couple of seasons. Some good finishes. Never points, I don't think, but we should be scoring good points this time around. I'm aiming for a top 5 finish, although whether we can see that through is... we'll just have to wait and see. George with back-to-back DNFs, which is for... Actually, no, we have got points hungry for. We got a 9th place last year at the Hungaroring after a 13th place finish in Season 1. So after what was at the time one of our best results of the season at the Hungaroring last year, a top 5 finish should potentially be a reality for us here, or at least a potential reality. We're changing a couple of components, but that's not a problem. The weather is going to be dry throughout, thank God. So it should be pretty straightforward. I've got my setup loaded up. I think actually we're at the stage now where we've caught up with all of the setups we were adding on, and I should just be able to load what I've already got saved, and it's the one that's recommended to us. Right, cracking on. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more. Subscribe to the Chesnoid Gaming channel for all FIFA content. Although, I say that, there is a new exclusive save on Facebook. Link in the description to my Facebook page. Brand new save over there, a FIFA 22 My Player save, begins Monday. So as you see this afternoon. Right, let's go to the Hungaroring. The AI are unbelievable here in Hungary. That wasn't a bad lap from me there. Wasn't the worst lap in the world. And they're doing 1:11.4s. I was like a 13 something.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top
a 13.8. And they're putting in 1:11.4s.
What an incredible practice session.
What?
It doesn't stop here though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
What? How the... What the...
Not a great day out
Oh!
there today. Let's talk about what happened.
No, not a great day, Claire.
It didn't look
Jesus,
like
my
much time.
focus is fully on the qualifying and the race.
Interesting result today.
Well, things could have gone better. Mark for the 17th month. Thank you, mate. We're both well. Thank you, my man. How are you? Everything's fine. I'm just gonna say no to that.
Well,
no
that's
comment.
everything.
Can't put my finger on which part of the car. Oh, how are they 3 seconds fucking faster than me? What? What? To qualifying, where I have... Jesus! Wish me luck! 1:13.2 puts me P12. We may well get out of this session, but I think I stand by the opinion that the AI at 100, at the level that we've been racing at for the entirety of the save, it's just not very well balanced. How can I challenge for the win and win at some tracks and be 2.6 seconds off? They're into the 1:10s. 1:10. It's so badly balanced. They're so badly balanced. How can I challenge for the win and win in Mexico and in Austria and be on the podium in other tracks? Yet here I'm 3 seconds off the pace. It's... I don't know what's changing the difficulty. Obviously changing the difficulty will do a little bit, but there's no way of knowing until you get to like halfway through the race weekend how unbalanced it's going to be. I don't want to have to like constantly be fluctuating difficulty level between quali and the race, because it's just fucking annoying. Like, just balance the game properly. As the car gets better throughout the course of a career, I get worse, or as the car gets better, I get less competitive. You have a maxed out car and you got worse too. Yeah, I might just have to turn the difficulty down for quali, because they're just silly. It's just silly. Well, that'll do us for quali then. I'm not going to go any faster. I'm saving my tyres for the race because The AI is just overpowered. We've made the decision we're going to lower the difficulty for future qualifying sessions. Maybe just by a couple. We'll qualify at like 99 and we'll qualify at 98 or something and just see where we are. I think we're going to be starting P12 here. I think that was P12 behind Calamilot. Yeah, it is P12. A 13 flat and 11th place was a 112 flat. There's a full second between 12th and 11th. Lewis did a 110 flat. That's broken, man. That's literally broken. George on the mediums with a 110 too. The mediums are supposed to be 1.2 seconds a lap slower. So in theory, he could probably do a 1 minute 9 flat.
Oh,
I'm lost. I'm all in a tizzy and swirling around in my head. I am absolutely lost with the pace of the AI there.
It looks like your rival bested you today, doesn't it? Great. Well, that's everything.
I literally bottle. My car is maxed out in every area. Aero, chassis and powertrain. Aero, chassis and powertrain. And I'm 3 seconds a lap off in Hungary. But can win in Austria. Or come second in Austria. And if I'd have been able to just defend against Max for one more lap.
Not quite where we'd want to
win
be
in
on the grid,
Austria.
but chin up. It's not the end of the world.
I am lost. Absolutely lost. It'll be a case of lowering the difficulty for qualifying, I believe. Jesus Christ. It's not even well scaled. Like, I'm 12th with a 1 minute 13 flat, and then Calamilot in literally the next position is a full second faster. It's not even close to well balanced.
Max Verstappen and Sainz.
That's a joke.
Norris,
It's literally a joke.
Ocon and
I will be 11th then.
Wood, Tsunoda,
Someone's taken a pen. Who took a pen?
Gasly and Bottas. Latifi, Stroll,
Sergio Perez. Well, at least my rival has taken a grid penalty then. Stu, thank you very much for gifting us up to the community. It's gone to Reese. Thank you for the follow, Ben. Well, we know that the AI are pretty fucking stacked and OP at Belgium anyway, don't we? So
keep the momentum going.
I'll lower the difficulty to 98 for quali at Belgium. You reckon soft, medium is the way forward? I'm going to go soft, medium, soft, I think. Right. Here comes the least predictable Grand Prix we've ever done. Oh, I got a terrible start as well. Yuki's going to be right alongside me and gone. Right, now can I hang it out around the outside? I'm going to try. I don't quite have the grip for it. Back into P11 though. Pick up the inside of Calamilot here. A little bit of contact, but we're all right. And we're past Calamilot. We're into the points. We're into the points. Callum's going for it again, though. The outside at turn 4. We've held him off. Okay, not a even though our initial getaway was bad, it's not an atrocious first lap. Feeling I'm going to need DRS sooner rather than later though. And miracle of miracles, George has actually held on to P1 from the start. George has actually held on to P1. He never does that. Check for damage. I don't think we got any damage. We had a couple of scuffs. But no damage. No visible damage anyway. Couple of wheel bangs, but that was all.
Some information on Verstappen. They have an issue with their car.
Max has a problem. That's good.
Is available on the MFD.
A new strategy. What? Lap 2 to go medium. No.
Copy.
Why would I not run on the soft tyre? Does it think my soft tyre usage is that high? Look how much they just pull away through these medium speed turns. You just can't live with that. They are fighting in front, look. Oh, Verstappen with the issue is just tumbling down the order. Tumbling down the order. Another purple sector 1. So I can go purple in sector 1 and then be so much slower through the other two sectors. They just get too much. They just get too much traction or too little wheel spin. I'm just losing time behind Max here and Ocon. Do I actually take up what the team offered me? Do I actually pit now and go medium? Chat, tell me, do I go medium now?
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
They're offering me a new strategy again. Lap 90. Now they want me to go soft, medium. So earlier they told me to go soft, medium, and pit on lap 2. Now they want me to extend this stint and go soft, medium. I'm so confused. Pit lap 10 and go medium seems like the way forward. Callum Ilott got a collision warning with Sainz on lap 1 and had to pit for a new wing on lap 2. And Sergio Perez had damage on lap 1 as well, so he went soft to medium. I was set to go soft, medium, soft. Maybe when it offered the thingy, I left the MFD open, didn't I? Right, this is a risk to change the strategy like this on the fly, but we'll try it because we're clearly not getting anywhere. So let's roll the dice. We'll go medium from here on out and see if we can't just pump the laps in. A new nose?
Complete, go now.
I didn't have any damage. I'm certain I didn't have any damage. I've got no damage. Why are they changing my wing? What the fuck? Why did they don't have any fucking damage? Oh, I'm lost. Absolutely lost. Oh, now we're getting held up like fuck as well. You're right, we'd have come out in front of the Hasses if it weren't for that wing change. Would have come out of the front of this little train, right in clear air, and I could have just raced off into the fucking distance. Fucking hell. Pit strategy confusion, pit stop confusion. Chesnoid FC, or Chesnoid F1 team confused. You're not wrong. I'm going to take Checo because he didn't have DRS. It's hard to tell if the understeer is better because I've got fresh tyres on. He's still around the outside of me here, Sergio Perez. We've got the move done. Up to P19. P18 through the chicane. Deep on the brakes. P17. Right, let's get after Guan Yu Zhou. Pissed off overtakes indeed. Just furiously dive bombing everybody in sight. Esteban Ocon's in the pits. Esteban Ocon has come out of the pits. For fuck's sake, I can't believe it. That front wing change, I would have undercut Ocon, but that front wing change has cost me 4 seconds. Well, rephrase. I'm 4 seconds behind Ocon now, and I would have been faster than him. I would have been in front of him. So it's cost me more than 4 seconds. Gasly's in the pits, as is Latifi. Up to P4, P15. Great. Feel like fucking Valtteri Bottas in a Mercedes right now. In the best car on the grid and can't fucking deliver. Ocon's being held up horrifically by Giovinazzi here. George now leads the race. Giovinazzi's pit. George now leads the race. As the Mercedes have pit off those soft tyres. We're back to P10 and we are as we were. Max is now 10.8 seconds down the road, because of course he is. George is currently P1. George is currently P1. Currently first. He and Leclerc are yet to pit, because they were the two that started on the mediums. He's putting in 170, mid 117s. I'm putting in mid 117s. But he's on laps that have done 20 laps. I'm on laps, tyres that have done 20 laps. I'm on tyres that have done 9. Traction they get is just unreal. Drive so much better when I'm following another car, which sucks for leading races. When I've got that extra reference point. It's gone defensive. This will be P9. We'll try and hang it around the inside, but we'll have DRS here. Hit me. It's your own fault, Esteban, I'm pretty sure. Yep. It's just drifted wide into me. Thanks for follow, Stobar and 99 Siege and Mo. Remember me from the FIFA days. Ah, my childhood. I'm still going. I'm still going on YouTube with the FIFA stuff. Your childhood still exists.
Gap to car in front is 15.1 seconds.
Getting stuck behind Ocon for a little bit has brought Sergio Perez back into the conversation. Though he'll definitely be going medium. We might yet be able to go medium soft. Oh, I just saw a big clump of gifted subs just appear next to or in chat out the corner of my eye. Bear with me, I will read that in a moment when I get onto the start-finish straight. Lando Norris is going slowly. Lando Norris is out of the race. Pulled over by the side of the track just up here. Yellow flag. Lando Norris retired from the Grand Prix as Unopened Fridge gifts 10 subs. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it very much indeed. No worries, Tantota. Catch you in a bit, mate.
Green flag.
Thanks for follow, Sifo or Sifo. Now, because there's a yellow flag down the main straight there, Checo legally cannot overtake Esteban Ocon because you're not allowed to overtake under yellow flags. Under yellow flag conditions, as the phrase is. So he'll be stuck behind Ocon for a bit longer.
Our gap to the car in front is 17.4 seconds.
It was 16.7 last time I checked, so we're losing significant time. There's a Ferrari in the pits. Rephrase. There's a Ferrari coming out of the pits. Charles Leclerc rejoins that gaggle as he goes onto his set of soft tyres. So Leclerc is 2-stopping. Medium, soft, soft maybe. Although he might have to go medium, soft, medium. He's out ahead of Verstappen. We're now lapping Mazepin on lap 26. Fuel is okay at the moment. Thank you, Maz. Perez still not past Ocon behind.
We're trailing our teammate by 43.5 seconds. They're on old mediums.
Literally.
They're in first. The time last lap was a 1 minute 17.3. George is in the pits. George in the pits.
I was asking to see if he'd pit or not. And as I asked Jeff, George came in the pits. So George pitting from the lead will come out P3, I believe. Behind the two Mercedes. Unless that McLaren's going to get him. It's going to be close. George holds on to P3. George holds on to P3. Yes, Mr. Russell. We're on for a podium for the team at least. Which after 2 straight DNS for George would be most welcome. He's pulling away now. In fact, Leclerc is after Ricciardo. Leclerc is past Ricciardo. So George and Leclerc, the two that started on mediums, are now really starting to make that strategy pay for them now that they're on soft tyres. George is trying to close the Mercedes back down. I'll tell you what, fair props to Robert Schwartzman, who is keeping pace with Lewis Hamilton at the minute and has really turned up performance-wise from the kind of 25 to 30% mark so far this season. Well, Ocon and Perez battling it out, but it looks like Checo's finally gotten the better of Esteban Ocon. But he held him up beautifully for a good few laps, which was very kind of him. The gap behind opened up to 4.3 seconds from what was about 1.5. So I owe Esteban Ocon there. He may have held me up considerably throughout this Grand Prix, but actually he was holding up others there, and it worked in my favour this time. Those in front have got... Oh, Checo's pit. There you go, Checo's pit. He'll be going to mediums then. Checo's going to go to another set of mediums and presumably go to the end. If he goes to softs, he's going to have to stop again. He shouldn't go down any further than 10th either, really. Probably going to go to the end on those. Yeah, so Checo's pit and come out 21 seconds behind us. So those in front of us have a free pit stop, basically. So if there is a safety car or something similar, or a VSC, they can just nip in, or even if there isn't, they could do, whenever they decide to pit next, they could just pit and know that they'll come out in front of me.
Okay, gap ahead is 23.8 seconds.
Perez is trying to undercut, yeah. He's going to go to the end on that set. We just have to hope that when we come out on our fresh set, we're quicker than he is, and can catch him up and get past him. Hopefully, he'll catch Ocon up and get stuck behind Ocon again. That would be the best scenario. Although I would imagine Ocon would pit before Perez gets to him, frustratingly. Leclerc's in the pits. He was on softs, of course. He's going to come out on a set of mediums and go to the end from there. George has now nearly caught the Mercedes. And they both need to pit once more. And George will be on the soft tyres. Though I believe the Mercedes will also be on the soft tyres too. They're going to go soft, medium, soft, I'd imagine, unless they pit very soon. And go to another set of mediums. It does appear that most people that have done 2 stops so far are running 2 sets of mediums and a soft. So it would be Liverpool have scored a second. Mo Salah. You would imagine that the Mercedes would go to mediums, but they should be able to extend that medium set and go on another set of softs. Callum Ilott has also gone soft, medium, medium. Mazepin's gone soft, soft, medium. Gol de Salah. Thank you for the follow, Autistic Luca. Welcome to the channel, mate. George is in the pits again.
George is coming in for his stop.
So he'll be going to mediums by the looks of things if he's pitting now. But he's going to look to undercut the 2 Mercedes. Started on mediums, went to softs, and is now pitting for another set of mediums, you would imagine, to then try and undercut the Mercedes. But if they go to softs at the end, it's not going to work for him. But if the Mercedes can pit again and are going to go to mediums, George may well win this Grand Prix. He's come out of the pits just in front of the McLaren as well, which is great. Again, for the second time, he's pit at just the right time to come out in front of Daniel Ricciardo. Has George taken the Merc? He has. George Russell, our teammate, has undercut one of the Mercedes and he's now running P2. They'll have a tyre advantage on him, but hopefully George is now in the driving seat for a victory, provided the undercut works on the other Mercedes too. Hello, Yuki. Excuse me, Yuki. If you don't mind, Mr. Tsunoda, thank you. So we're waiting for the second Mercedes to pit, which is now. The second Mercedes is in the pits now. Come on, George. Put your foot down. Get P1 back. I'm trying to watch that and drive at the same time. George Russell leads the Grand Prix. Whoop. Go on, my son. Get yourself a Grand Prix victory after your 2 DNFs. Could really do with those points for the Constructors' Championship, although Mercedes having a 2-3 is going to extend their advantage over us. Me finishing down in 8th. Or 9th is certainly not going to help.
39.2 seconds.
Inhales. George! Heading for a set of mediums then to take us to the end of the race. Hopefully no unexpected wing change this time. Speaking of, thank you for the follow, Wings, and that guy Waldo and Nick. A 1.8 second stop, that'll fucking do, boys. Thank you very much. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Fucking go.
See these tires through to the end now.
If you hit me, I'll be pissed. Thank you, Lance. Right, 15 seconds to close down on Sergio Perez, if possible. Bear in mind, as we are 1 minute and 6 seconds ahead of Callum Ilott, bear in mind that in qualifying, he was a full second faster than me. That's how idiotic the AI are in quali.
Car in front is 17.1 seconds.
In qualifying, he was a second a lap faster than me. In race pace, I've been more than a second a lap faster than him. It's just crazy how fast the front few are. The fact that I can be 1 minute 10 ahead of someone that's 2 places behind me and 35 seconds behind the person that's two places in front of me just shows how unbalanced it is when you get to the maxed out car level. The AI quite simply are just unbelievable. On the same difficulty level that we were beating them previously. Robert Schwartzman just set a fastest lap of the race, which is slightly concerning. But I am going to pit this lap for a set of softs to go for that fastest lap point, to deny Mercedes an extra point and to get us an extra point in the Constructors' Championship. Provided George can hold on for this win, we will take a step up in the Constructors' standings above McLaren and back above Red Bull, I think, and up into second again. I think Ferrari are still behind us. We're going to box this lap for a set of softings. We're going to get lapped in the process. And hopefully we can set a fastest lap of the race. As Schwartzman sets another fastest lap of 1:14.601. That gives us our benchmark. We know what to go after. We need to be doing a lap faster than a 1:14.6. Try and utilise all my battery. A purple sector 3 as well. So we have to find an extra 7 or 8 tenths with our fastest lap attempt from our previous personal best. That's purple sector 1, which certainly sets us on the way well. By nearly 6/10. And the personal best sector 2, we're up by 9.4 tenths. We're going to be setting the fastest lap of the race that nobody else will be able to match between now and the checkered flag, unless someone else pits to try and take it off me again. To be fair, Carlos Sainz probably is close to a cheap pit stop. 1:13.8, fastest lap of the race. That's 1.5 seconds faster than I've been before, and 8 tenths faster than the previous fastest lap. So we will take that fastest lap point and we will go and cash it in at the bank of constructors. We'll take 3 points for finishing P9. George will take 25 for finishing P1. And as a team, we'll take home 28 points. Unfortunately, Mercedes will take home 33 for finishing second and third. But never mind, we're closing the gap on everybody else, even if Mercedes are pulling away a little bit. And hopefully with a tweak in difficulty over the next few races, the remainder of the season, we can still challenge for that Constructors' Championship. But this is frustrating now to be in this scenario. It's frustrating to be in this scenario, to be honest. 2 laps to go, and as you say, the Mercedes are closing in on George, and he does have Esteban Ocon in front of him. No, not Ocon, that's Callum Ilott. Or is that Williams? No, it is Esteban Ocon.
Our gap
No,
to
Callum
the car
Ilott
in
even.
front is 34.7 seconds.
Hopefully gets out of the way quickly. Doesn't hold George up. He has gotten out of the way. Keeping my eye firmly gripped on that mini-map in the bottom left. Come on, George, get the win, please. As George Russell enters his final lap of the race. Onto lap 70. The Mercedes are certainly closing and within DRS range. George, do not bottle it on the final lap, sunshine. If you do, I will hire someone else. If George doesn't win this race and gets overtaken, I will hire someone else. If George wins this race and holds on, he'll have proven to us that he can cut it at the front of the grid and can keep his job here at Chesnoid Racing. It is damned close, though, heading into the final few stages of this final lap. Someone is right on his tail. George, don't bottle it. Don't bottle it, George. Hold on. 3 more corners. Finding myself looking at the minimap more so than I am where I'm going at the moment. Hold on, George. 1 more corner. It's fucking close. It's really damned close. But George Russell... Yahoo! George Russell wins the Hungarian Grand Prix by about 2 tenths, probably, from the Mercedes right behind him, which presumably will be Robert if he was the one that was putting in the fastest laps, although it may have been Schwartzman using the DRS off Hamilton to set those fastest laps. Lewis probably in P2. But the fact that Robert Schwartzman is now... Piss off, Checo. The fact that Robert Schwartzman is now as fast as Lewis Hamilton around Grand Prix is what's making this Constructors' Championship, as tough as it is.
Anthony Davidson.
George! Yes, boy. Celebrate with Robert.
This was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy
And
today
Lewis.
that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track.
Well, we got Ben. Ben's in our garage. I didn't realise we'd hired Tim at Marduk.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted.
George Russell on the
after
podium.
excitement of that race,
And it was
but I'm
Robert
sure
in
it's
second.
nothing
It
compared
was
to our
Robert in
drivers
second.
here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
Shaggy bottle time. Fair play, Robert Schwartzman. Outpacing Lewis Hamilton in that Grand Prix. Schwartzman is performing now in this save.
Let's see what effect this
So
result has
we get
had
3 points.
on the driver's standings.
On the
It's a
driver's
great
standings,
result for Lewis
George is
Hamilton,
back up
who
to
moves
third.
further ahead at the top of
43
the table.
points still
Now, let's
off
discuss, Ants. Who would you say
Lewis,
is a
but I'm now
contender
down
for
to
driver of the
7th
day?
on
There was a lot of
87.
incredible driving out there today,
As a
Tom.
team, though,
If
we're
they
back
had
up to
pick someone,
second with
it's gotta be
leapfrogs
Sergio
Ferrari
Perez.
and McLaren.
Fantastic driving.
And a
It's time to check out
16
the
points
constructors'
off
standings.
Mercedes.
Mercedes continue to
16
extend
points off Mercedes.
Good day today. Let's have your take
It was a
on
good day for George. It wasn't a particularly good day for
Is there a
me.
hint of jealousy in seeing your teammate up there on the
No,
podium?
not at all.
How do you feel seeing your teammate up on the podium?
So proud. Dead proud of George.
Your teammate beat you today. Was it a setup issue or something else?
I wouldn't say it's my loss, but their win.
So talk us through what happened between you and your rival today.
I've got the AI set too high?
Appreciate your time.
Question mark? Thank you for the follow, Sky. Welcome to the channel. Checo, we're level on there because we got that fastest lap at the end. But we're still behind in the head-to-head with Sergio Perez. Driver acclaim-wise, we're still improving. Money-wise, we get 1.6 million from that Grand Prix weekend. And now it's the summer break between Hungary and
The team's
Spa.
income is looking very robust right now. It's time for you to have a think about our profit margin and what areas
we
of the
need to
operation
manage
might
the
benefit from that money.
sponsors. Let's see. We had Zenetto previously, which was answer at least 2 questions. No, it wasn't Zenzetto. It was Zanzar, wasn't it? Zanzar, what's that? Achieve at least 1 podium within the team. Let's see. Podium finish, beat your rival during a race, pole position. 15 constructors points. We can probably do that. 15 constructors points in a race weekend. Let's go for that. Niezga Ottoman or Nizga Ottoman. Contract signed. Let's add those to the livery. Nizga Ottoman and Nizga Ottoman. And that's it. There we go. So, yeah, we're alright for parts. Can I settings? Simulation settings. We are biting the bullet. We'll do Spa on 98. Biting the bullet. We'll do Spa on 98. Because, quite frankly, we need to, really. For the entertainment for you guys. Entertainment value, should I say, for you guys. Right, R&D. We can do some more endurability here. We need 1800 there. That's still locked. Let's do the energy store then. And that's the control electronics. Activities. Well, just driver promotion filming. That's all we can do because we have a press interview, which I won't go to because will ask me the same questions that he's asked me at every single other press interview
We'll have them with us for
of
the
the other
next
6 that we've done. So, activity-wise, what can we do here? Reaction training for George, chassis team building, or sponsor event. Let's do sponsor event. And then
We
there's
have
an
a
event
problem
here.
regarding our driver.
Second driver
How do
acclaim
you
plus
want to handle
1,000 or
this?
team acclaim and cash. Let's give
handled that
George
well.
the second
you.
driver acclaim, shall we? He's earned it after that victory in Hungary. Congratulations to him again. Turbo reliability testing, that's passed. And we
Our
are
new
at
parts are
the
completed
Belgian
without
Grand
issue.
Prix weekend.
They'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
So, we will do Belgium at 98. Let's go and see what the weather is like. We'll find out how much of a difference 2 ticks will do. We'll find out. But probably more than you might think. Or interchangeable conditions supposedly for quali and the race, but it hasn't given me a bloody weather update. Give me a fucking weather email, you pricks. Oh, Christ. Interchangeable weather in quali and the race, but we don't know what or how or when or how much. Oh, God damn it. This is going to be intriguing then, isn't it? Just to confirm, we're at 98. So we will do that in tomorrow's stream. I have already made a stream schedule for the next week, so you'll find that in the About tab on the channel page on Twitch, and I'll pop it up on Twitter over the next few minutes after I've gone offline. But that is going to be all for this YouTube video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. George gets another win. And hopefully, with a little tweak to the difficulty that, to be fair, I probably should have made about a full season ago, we can be a bit more competitive at the front of the pack for the second half of Season 3. Right. Thank you very much for watching, boys. On YouTube, drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, check the main channel and my Facebook page for anything you may have missed over the past few days FIFA-wise. But for now, I'll see you next time.